Tardes, mis amigos y familia. Welcome back to the channel. Glad you're here. Once again, there's a delay on my video. It's not work this time. I've actually been sick, not the Rona, just had bad food poisoning. So I haven't even been able to get up, let alone sit at a computer and make videos. But on the mend now, so back here, and gratitude is my only attitude. So, you know, as usual, you could have been on YouTube watching any old fart. You could have been watching the coolest dog in the world, giving a guy a lift.
Tyson, c'est immense ce volant. C'est pas des conneries, regardez, il tourne et tout. Et on dit comme ça, il le sent. Tu as tout gagné. C'est tout pour Tyson. Gagné. Gagné, Tyson.
Or you could have been watching, I'm not sure what's going on here. I need some context, but they seem to be having a good time. Right back here with me, and gratitude is my only attitude. Gonna show you an interesting stock. It's another personal favorite. I'm not quite sure if it's deserving of wearing the money hat as yet. Only time will tell, so we'll save that one. But it deserves a hat all the same. But yeah, not quite the money one just yet. It's got to prove itself. But yeah, it's a stock that I believe will do well over the coming years. Maybe not so much this year, but 2022, definitely 2023 and onwards. I can see it doing big things, so I'm going to put some money into it and see what happens. So let's roll the credits and yeah, let's get on with it. The stock I want to share with you today is Immersion Corporation, stock ticker IMMR, currently trading at the price $7.56 at the time of recording. They have a small market cap of 233 plus million. They don't pay a dividend, and they are slightly up on the year. No, I don't even think they are. They do trade sideways a lot of the time. Immersion are real big in haptic technology. And what is haptics, I hear you ask? Haptics is the use of technology that stimulates the senses of touch and motion, especially to reproduce in remote operation or computer simulation, the sensations that would be felt by a user interacting directly with physical objects. Their research is centered on human-computer interaction, specifically focusing on wearable computing, haptics, and video games. So basically, where you would use haptics in your everyday life, if you didn't know about it before, is with your phones, with your smartphones. If you've got an iPhone, don't get me wrong, they're in all smartphones. I don't personally like Android phones. And I've now found out it's basically due to haptics. I don't have the same experiences I do on iPhones. So basically, you know, when you open an app, you press a button and you feel a touch. Like basically on iPhones where they've gotten rid of the actual button now, and you just press on the screen, and when you press on the screen you feel like a button's being pressed. That is the haptics. When you're scrolling through a feed and you reach the bottom and you get some kind of feedback that lets you know, that's the haptic technology letting you know you've reached the end. And the reason I say I don't like Androids is I don't have that same experience when I'm using an Android phone. But then again, I have used the cheaper end Android phones. I can't say I've used the latest Samsung Galaxy or anything like that, but the cheaper Android phones I've used, like when you press a button to open an app and you get no feedback, you're not even sure if it's opening or if it's just slow loading, and that is due to the haptics, and that will alter your experience with the phone. So it's a lot of it is subconscious, but it does affect your experience with the product you're using. Anyway, you don't need to hear my crappy explanation of what haptics is when it's right here Our goal is to enable touch everywhere in the digital world. We have experts dedicated to developing new and valuable touch experiences for our customers and partners to bring to the market. Our holistic approach, delivering the best possible haptic experiences every step of the way, means we'll help you create amazing products. The digital experience is better with haptic technology. Real immersive and more appealing haptics add value to the experience. We're here to help you benefit from all that haptics has to offer. Basically what I said. This is why Immersion is one of my favorite companies, because when I do get the time, I do like a bit of gaming. And when playing a good game like, say, GTA, when you may be driving over one surface and you're getting the feedback through the controller, and then you change to another surface, and you genuinely feel the change. Like you're driving from, for example, when you're driving on road, and you can feel the road underneath you through the control pad, and then you take it off road, and now it's really shaking. That's excellent haptic technology. Immersion's interoperable cross-platform solution delivers stunning haptics for games and peripherals. Go to new depths, create immersive game elements, gameplay mechanics, level designs, and more. We make it easy to add innovative haptic features to their gaming experience. Right, so let's real briefly look at a few of their gaming products. They've got the GTR simulator. Now, my friend Jason has actually used one of these, and he was telling me about the experience, how real it feels. Like if you're driving in a game and you go into a full spin, you're going to feel the steering wheel literally come out your hands and start turning the opposite way, like what would happen in a real car, and you'd be fighting with the wheel to keep control. And you're going to get the full vibration, you're going to get feedback through the pedals as well. Like it's meant to be a real experience. They also have an interesting piece of equipment called the Striker VR. Looks real crazy, this. But basically, it mimics a wide range of virtual objects and letting the user experience everything from power of a floor-shaking speaker to the crack of a baseball bat to the pull of a fishing line. The devices in deployment by Striker VR will be built on Striker VR's advanced haptic peripherals and platform, complemented with Immersion's HD haptic and kinesthetic technologies. And their technology is just as good in mobile gaming. So like when you're playing either basketball or music apps, like where you can learn to play guitar, the haptics play a very big part. Seeing plus hearing plus touching equals believing. Feel the pluck of a guitar string or the sensation of a ball bouncing right on your phone. With high quality haptic design, you can trick people into thinking that they are feeling an effect right under their finger. It's called a tactile illusion. Tactile illusions are created with the understanding of how to trigger a user's response using high-quality haptics, audio and visual effects. Using the right sensory stimuli, you can trick the brain into imagining the experience. Right, they say enough is never enough. We're constantly seeking more ways to bring new and meaningful haptic experiences to customers through multidisciplinary R&D, years of haptics research and continuous innovation. And they're really not joking. Says our team works day and night to create new use cases, develop new technologies, and increase the value we provide to our customers. We've developed a comprehensive patent portfolio that spans a variety of markets and uses. And when you look at patents, as of December 31st, 2020, they have 740 entries. And under international patents, they have 981. Right, the reason I really love Immersion is because they do the haptic technology that is inside the PlayStation 5 controller. And the PlayStation 5 controller is known to have the best feeling haptics out of all consoles at the moment. And not that you can get one because of the chip shortage, that's worldwide at the moment. And well, if you can get one, you're the man right now. But when they do come back, when they do start selling, Immersion are gonna benefit greatly. Immersion Corporation is the company that created the haptic feedback technology in the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller. In a recent earnings call to accompany their latest financial report, Immersion revealed the controller is sparking a lot of interest among third-party peripheral manufacturers. Sony recently revealed they had shipped 7.8 million PS5 consoles as of March 2021. With many more DualSense 5 controllers sold alongside them. Despite the shortage of consoles, demand for the PS5 and DualSense remains high, and this is great news for Immersion Corporation. The company's interim chief executive officer Jared Smith explained they expected Immersion's revenue to grow next year, primarily because of Sony PS5 DualSense controller shipments. The company is currently expanding the role of haptics and our technology in gaming and VR products, and they expect demand for this technology to increase in the sector. Immersion has already been in talks with other companies to use their technology elsewhere. Quick little story. It's funny how I found Immersion in the first place. Like I said before in our video, when you're investing, you need to surround yourself with other investors and people who are on the same mission as you. And I'm in a WhatsApp group. And I remember just before the PlayStation and Microsoft brought out the new consoles, I said to the group, shouldn't we be buying Microsoft and Sony? Surely that's going to make a lot of money. And one of the guys in the group, Anton, so big up Anton, he actually suggested that no, rather than buying the consoles, you want to buy the pieces that make up the consoles. Like, for example, he knows about chips, and he said, I think it's AMD that's in the, I know it's in the, yeah, it is in the PlayStation. I think it's in the Microsoft, the Xbox, or it might be NVIDIA. I might be wrong on that. But AMD is definitely in the PlayStation. So he said, you're better off buying things like that, buying pieces to the puzzle rather than, you know, buying the console as a whole. And he was right, because I did buy AMD, and even though there has been a chip shortage, that stock just kept going upwards. I did sell it and take profit. I might buy back in, but anyway, that's how I ended up finding Immersion, because I was thinking, all right, well, what makes the PlayStation control pad vibrate? So I started looking into it, and I found about haptics, thinking, oh, what's haptic technology? Even as a gamer, I knew nothing about this. So started looking into it, and that's how I found Immersion. And I thought, okay. So this is going to be my play on the consoles. Right, so it's not just in consoles, it's not just in smartphones. The haptic technology is also used in cars. Immersion delivers high fidelity haptics with the ability to create distinctive texture, true to feel pushes, and realistic clicks for every surface, button, slider, and dial in the car. Our advanced method of control provides the versatility needed to accurately measure and replicate how something feels in real life. In the car environment, our technology provides users with that essential touch element that makes the car interface easy to use. With the capability to deliver textured services, touch feedback, kinesthetic and force, haptic technology offers design flexibility, a better user experience, and the ability to add advanced application into the car. High fidelity haptics make it possible to streamline interior car design and bring programmable touch surfaces into the car without reducing users' ability to interact with the car's interface. High fidelity haptics make it possible to streamline interior car design and bring programmable touch surfaces into the car without reducing users' ability to interact with the car's interface with the sense of touch. Now, if you're driving a broke down jalopy, you're not really going to notice the haptic technology inside it. But if you've got a high end or even a mid-range car with touch screen, you're going to notice the haptic technology in there when you're pressing the screen for something and you feel the feedback. Or even with the dials, when you're turning the dials and you feel that there's a feedback behind that as well. Not to say that it's immersion in there, but you'll have some form of haptic technology in the car. Even with accelerator pedals, haptic technology can be applied to a vehicle's accelerator pedals to provide responsive user feedback, minimizing driver distracting and boosting driver confidence for safer travel. Anyway, like with all companies I've got a serious interest in, I could talk forever, so let me come off their page anyway. Immersion will possibly have a catalyst coming up. Well, it will be a catalyst, it's just whether it'll be a good catalyst or a bad catalyst. They're going to be reporting their second quarter 2021 results. Immersion Corporation, the leading developer and provider of haptic technologies, today announced that it will report financial results for the second quarter of 2021 on Monday, the August 16th, after market close. The company will host a corresponding conference call for analysts and investors at 2 p.m. Right, I am definitely here for that. I don't know which way it's going to go, to be honest, because if you've been paying attention to when companies report their earnings, even with when the earnings are real good, like, for example, Skywork Solutions, they're another company that I hold, and their earnings were great, yet the share price dropped like hell when they did. So with Immersion, I don't know which way it's going to go. Whether they have good earnings, share could drop. Whether they have bad earnings, share could drop. I just take it either way and just watch what happens in the coming weeks. If the share price does drop from what it currently is, or their earnings aren't too great, I'm still in, because just with what, you know, their business with the PS5, they're going to do good numbers as soon as that console's back selling like it should be. So whether the price goes up or down, I'm staying in. And if it does drop, for me, even better, because then I can definitely load the boat. I consider them an affordable stock anyway. But if it's going to drop even more, well, it just means you can double down and get more. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. More importantly, I'm not your financial advisor. So always do your due diligence before buying any stock that I mentioned. Right, let's have a brief look at their top institutional holders. Raging Capital Management hold the most, but as I like to always see, BlackRock have some and Vanguard have some. So again, I am happy. Right, let's have a brief look at their numbers. 2018, you can see, was a very good year. And then 2019, everything dropped from 110 down to 35. Now, I know the Rona hit the end of 2019, so I don't know if that is to blame for that. Obviously 2020 was bad. The trailing 12 months, they are starting to pick back up, and you can see here in net income, they was minus 45 million down, then 54 up in 2018. So again, 2018 was great, back to being minus in 2019, back to being positive 2020, and seem to be going upwards again. Right, their total assets are kind of all over the place. Again, 2018, really good year, dipped for 19, 2020 down again. Their total current liabilities are dropping, which is always good. Total current liabilities and total liabilities, both on a downward trend. So that's always good news. I like to see my liabilities going down and my assets going up. Right, now over to TipRanks, another tool I love using. Only one analyst has actually rated this stock, and they've rated it as a buy. And the current share price as of the day of recording is $7.56. And they've actually got it they can see it reaching $15, which is always good news. That's near enough doubling your money from what it is right now. They've given it a smart score of 4, which means they don't see it outperforming the S&P 500 this year. But, you know, yeah, I'd agree with that. With the chip shortage, they're not going to be able to push out the numbers that they really want to, but that will change. Analyst ratings got it down as a buy. TipRank investors say it's very positive. The sentiment's very positive. The bloggers, they're bullish on it, and hedge fund activity has increased. The technicals are negative. I briefly touched on that. You know, with the Ronies and the chip shortage, it's just a very bad combination. It's seriously going to affect Immersion. Right, time to wrap this one up. Do I personally think Immersion Corp is a buy? Yes, but I'm a gamer and I believe in the company. I have high conviction with them. So that's just me personally. Don't let me influence your decision making. It's just, like I said, I'm a gamer. I use their products. So any products I use consistently and I like the company, I buy them. That's how I build, or how I partly build my portfolio. So like I said before, I'm not a financial advisor and I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just, you know, my full-time job is at the airport, and I come on here and I talk about stocks because that's what I like to do. And I've got a community of friends which I do that with all the time. So do your due diligence with this company. It may not be for you. It's definitely not going to be a short-term swing. If you're buying this, you've got to hold on to it for a matter of years. Don't buy it and be moaning in a few months, oh, the stock hasn't moved. Because if you look on if you put it into Google and you can look over a 5-year period, you will see that it's traded sideways for a long time, and it's only had 2 spikes. I believe one of them is actually the 2018, which would explain what I saw in Yahoo Finance. I'm going to double check that. And they had one a little while ago. But apart from that, the price that it's at now, it's kind of stayed that for quite a while. So don't expect no big jumps in share prices. and definitely at least until this chip shortage is sorted and PlayStations are back to selling off the shelves. I'm buying it because I love the company and I'm sure in the long term it's good money. But, you know, do what's right for you. But thank you for watching the video. If you're still here from the end, from the beginning and haven't fallen asleep, then yeah, I'm very, very grateful. And yeah, like I said, this video would have actually been out a few days ago, but I've been real sick. So it's just today I've actually been able to stay far away enough from the toilet where I can actually make this video. So if you do like the company or you don't like the company, let me know in the comments. I'd like to know your opinions on it also. If I'm making the right choice or the wrong choice, let me know. And please like the video and share it with your friends if they've got an interest in the stock market or gaming, and also subscribe to the channel and join us. But yeah, I think I've pushed my luck with my stomach for the day, so I'm gonna go and lie down and get some more rest because it's soon gonna be back to work, so I need to get myself feeling 100%. So take care of yourself, good people, and until next week, hasta la semana próxima. Adios.